Welcome to the Thanksgiving 2021 stream, which will probably be very brief, because I do have a family to eat turkey with. Spending $200 on a girlfriend. People on YouTube are going to be so confused because that was like said before I started the recording. But anyway, yeah, I've got this game going where I almost died like 18 times due to playing while tired and also having not played DCSS for a while. But you know what? We didn't die. I still haven't fixed the... I'm playing Trunk. I still haven't looked up the RC file setting that takes away the red backgrounds on monsters, and that's really confusing to me. Like, it doesn't... I didn't notice Jorgren because he looked different on account of the red background they added. So, I probably should fix that, but you know what? We'll just finish out the game, I think. Probably not today. I probably don't have time, but we should be okay. Let me, you know what I should do is I should look at what I'm training and reacquaint myself with this character. We do not have our poise. Watch as he splats here and now. I hope not. Okay, yeah, I have Swamp Dragon scales to swap, but I think I decided to wear my Fire Dragon scales because it has way more AC on it. We have nothing to identify. Permanent Tarantella stun lock. That would be a problem. We have 8 curing, though. Trust the plan. Honestly, for safety's sake, we're gonna do this. Killing most of the Tarantellas. And, you know, I have javelins. Did you guys know I have javelins and 15 throwing? What was that about Tarantellas? There's no reason for me not to just throw boomerangs at this guy. Yeah. You feel as though you are being watched by something. Whoa, that is a Spider 1 ghost moth. Where could he be? Probably way off to the right. Take your meds, Schizo. Oh my god, it's just like real life. I feel like I'm being watched by something. Yeah, on this character it was mostly just Orc where Jorgren showed up, and I was ranting about politics and I just didn't realize he was there, and I nearly died because of it. Where do we want to go? I want to go back to the hallway if possible. Oh, there he is. Okay, he'll go straight to me. Tune into the streak ender. We have 4 might potions. I wonder if I can melee this thing. You know, we have Sinv, so why don't I just pop that on and we... Oh yeah. Oh yeah, with Rue powers and... Well, we can't power leap because he drained all my mana, but with Rue abilities... I could also go invis if I wanted to, but 38%. 38% fail rate. Green Eggs and Slam. I did a poll and people wanted me to swap. Ironically, I think the game would have been easier if I hadn't. But like, we had some very serious issues dealing with Ignis Wrath due to having RF null. I mean, if it had just been me playing for the sake of being optimal, I would have stuck with Ignis forever, I think. Or at least until I had farmed a bunch of experience out of Abyss. Hey, one-shot the Hornet with a boomerang. That was 3 exclamation points on that damage. Hell yeah. Uh-oh. See, I didn't notice her either at first. It's that red background. It's supposed to make them more visible, but for some reason it just like makes my brain completely ignore that the tile is there. Now, we don't have our poise up, so we want to actually use some abilities on her. Paralyze, 33%. Uh-oh, I hope this is not an offensive message. How to pay the troll toll. Oh no, he left before I had a chance to shill the stream. Oh no, it's a disaster. Arachne's resistant to poison, right? Oh my god, she's not. Well then let's just see if we can't hit her with a Curare. Hits her and didn't poison her. Wait, is she? Am I brain dead? Oh, she has a Staff of Poison. I'm dumb as hell. She's not by nature resistant to poison, but she always has a Staff of Poison, which makes her resistant to poison. Wonder if you can tuck dance her. Anyway, that was a wasted throw. Okay, 33% chance works on the second time. I'm perfectly happy with that. Paralyze her, she dies. And my Curare doesn't fall away. Or doesn't mulch, as it's called. Let's drop the Swamp Dragon scale. If I really need our poise, I'll just pop on the Staff of Poison, I guess. Those are one-handed, right? I always forget. One clawed weapon. What are we training? We're training shields and throwing. Trying to get some bang out of our manual buck, and also trying to get shields up to the point where there will be no more penalty. We'll just throw, you know, we'll just throw boomerangs. It'll only hit one of them, but if it misses one, then it'll hit the one behind, probably. Not bad. Typically, I would not go throwing on a character that isn't Oka, but this is fine. Let's pull back. I should have done this a while ago. Oops, we should be throwing like that. A power leap. Still getting memed a bit by power leap's damage on account of taking the experience sacrifice, which unfortunately means that our power leap does less damage. So we took the time to javelin. Well, first we went into this little hallway, so I didn't have to fight all those things at once, and then we took the time to javelin the Entropy Weaver because he could certainly cause some issues by nuking my AC and whatnot. Hey, this is like the third shaft this game. We don't have any magic mapping, so this is actually kind of dangerous. We do have digging, so if there's a big problem, I can maybe make a kill hole for myself. We have this staircase here. Just for safety, I'm going to go ahead and Curare this guy. Let's see, how many boomerangs do we have? 5? Yuck. Okay, that's not bad. I was just afraid that I would get totally swamped by enemies. Do not need the Ring of Magical Power. There's the upstairs. I'll just melee this guy, actually. Let's go up. Oh. Okie dokie. That's annoying. Yeah. Never mind, that's not really an upstair. I gotta be more careful than I'd normally be in here, because again, I don't have our poise. So, in theory, even though our AC and our evasion, well, our AC is decent, not so much our evasion, you know, I could possibly get mega poisoned. Okay, things have already gone badly. If this gets stupid, I'll use the condenser vein. Okay, that's not bad. Just like every time you see a melee, you can reasonably expect there to be a couple more behind her. There's another one there. I was worried that I was going to lure all of them at the same time. They can smite you really, really fast, and there's the third. Hey, sometimes Rue does that. He just paralyzes your enemy. Okay, I'm going to melee for a while. Huh. Okay, here we go. Let's power leap to kill a whole bunch of the bees. Looks like there's enough of these that I may want to go ahead and condenser vein. Let's just melee and maybe we can avoid it. Let's see how this goes. Okay, it's not going well. I'm going to go ahead and condenser vein. I don't trust Berserked bees even at level 16 with no arpoise. I just don't trust it. So we just do that. It's fine. Also, negative energy is pretty good. With only 8 evokes, that's a good roll. I seem to be getting a DM on Twitch. I wonder what that is. It looks like a bot. Oh, I'm getting DM'd now, being asked if I want to become famous. It's not just... That's really interesting. So you guys know the bots that show up on my stream from time to time that's like, oh, you want to become famous? You know, hit up this website. Not really, no. It sounds like a fast track to me getting swatted by the mentally deranged people who hate me. But advice, don't die. But yeah, it's like I got a DM asking me if I want to become famous and then linking to that site. So, I mean, I always thought that the idea was that they were advertising to the streamer's audience, right? That they would get people to go to their scam site or whatever and, you know, put a Trojan on their machine or whatever it is they're doing. Okay, good. I didn't get netted. This is annoying. I'm gonna zap him. I'm gonna actually burn the lightning rod so I don't get spam corrupted. Gonna make some sacrifices to make it in this industry. Oh, hey, Mazanaka. The latest version of DCSS. Yeah, well, you know, it's the mainline may be terrible, but less complex than the original Rogue. What's even left? Curses, food, and identify. Yeah, I've talked about in the first session of this this run, I talked a lot about how those changes are real dumb, but I mean, this is a bit of a meme run. The TrCa is an homage, you might say, to the guy who was cheating while trying to take my world record streak. He played like 30 plus Troll Cinder Acolytes. But on one of his accounts, he was like, every time he was about to die, he would just switch to a new server. To his credit, he went and he played like 35 Troll Cinder Acolytes legitimately. He's playing them with his brain off. I mean, when this class was set up, it was just incredibly easy to win a game. Let's take a step up, and then we can javelin through both of these. There we go. And we'll finish them off with a power leap. Like you could do the thing. You could do the Ignis thing that lets you just like reverse shaft, and you could do it 4, maybe even 5 times. I think he was just O-tabbing. I mean, I don't even know if you could take that as a measure of the guy's skill, because I think he was just trying to win games absurdly fast. Or as fast as possible. Not exactly speed running, but close to it. But I don't know. I just know that the class was horrendously overpowered. It's still pretty strong, but it was outrageously powerful. You know, being able to reverse shaft yourself 4 or 5 times. I mean, becomes kind of a joke. Change for the sake of change. Don't we love it? Oh, we're marked. I did not even see that. That's okay. We'll go to a different staircase. We'll wait for the mark to end, which it did. Breakroar 3. Yeah, there were 3 accounts, I think. Okay, I don't want to get netted, so we go up. Thankfully, we didn't get netted. Here we go with the damage I'm telling you about. That was a single wolf spider. So if it seems like I'm playing really careful, you know, for a troll, that's why. Because a couple of bad rolls and even a single wolf spider can ruin my day. Now this is potentially a problem. 69, 51. Let's paralyze him. Oh Lord. Ice blast? No. do I have anything? I have resistance. How much damage can you do? 2d18 blink bolt. That doesn't kill me. Although you are fast, so I should double anything you can do. 33 plus 18. Yeah, he can kill me in the next attack. He is blind, though. It'd be very unlikely for him to kill me in the next attack, but he could. I would probably burn a fear here if I... Yeah, I'd probably take the time to burn a fear here if I knew for sure. You know what? I should be okay as long as I do something that's like a really fast attack. So as long as I... Yeah, as long as I throw a boomerang at 16.2 skill. Yeah, 0.7 speed. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drink a heal... I don't have heal wounds. Whoa. That's not good. He is blind, though. So in theory, if I take a step up... Well, he can only blink bolt me is the thing. Why don't we... 51%. I'm just gonna throw again. It's fast. There we go, okay. I would have ended up having to use a blink. It just occurred to me how much consumable attrition we've enjoyed. I only have 1 telly and 2 blink and no heal wounds. Probably should have done a little inventory before I started the second session. That's okay. All's well that ends well. Okay, so there was like dudes down there. There's dudes down here. Sure, we got condenser vein. Oh yeah, mutations still exist. That's the one thing they won't remove. Okay, Curare, good. Got him. Man, that Curare is doing like quadruple duty over here. It's a little nepotistic circle jerk. It's a little bit of that for sure. I think that's really what these projects always devolve into, is people patting each other on the back about how smart they are and how good their politics are and how everybody else is either stupid or evil or maybe both. I mean, this is the legacy of open source, unfortunately. That is the unpleasant reality. Doesn't always happen, I suppose, but I think in projects like this, game projects, it's what inevitably happens. Although even Linux itself is being, some distros are being infected by this nonsense, you know. Didn't Linus get driven out or something? Yeah, Tony, I don't blame you. This is not going to be a super long stream. I have Thanksgiving celebrations to do as well. Gonna need to get on the road before too long. No, Green Eggs and Slam, I did not do that. Well, is the NetHack team still the guys that were making it 10, 15 years ago? Because I think generally what happens, the real death knell of these projects is that some Johnny-come-latelys show up and basically take control and pretend. They essentially take something that better men built and fucking ruin it, you know, which is, I think, a lot of DCSS's problem. Okay, we have condenser vein. We're good with the condenser vein. If this situation goes badly, if there's too many spiders that show up, we can just condense and resolve it quickly. And in fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. You made this? I made this. I mean, that's really how it goes. Unfortunately. They're coming right into the thunderstorm. I'm okay with that. Oh, darts now. Get the large rocks. I can just melee him. probably can just melee him. Okay, fine, I'll throw a rock. I'll miss with the rock. Oh man, I sure wish I had more throwables. Darts it is. Hey, shields are now 15. Hell yeah. Yeah, boss dear, that's fair. It's kind of sad is all to watch that happen. Yeah, I mean, this is not DCSS anymore. They just happen to be the people who have control of the repo. That's all it is, unfortunately. Not bad. That was our second Ghost Moth. And we took him out pretty easily. Can I melee, please? Alright. Man, the never-ending pile of guys here. Let's use lightning. Clear out some of this stuff, you know. Didn't do quite as much as I wanted it to. Is there a hallway I can duck into? Yes, kind of. I'm going to end up marked, though, probably. I did not end up marked. Okay. We'll just melee here, then. I'm throwing large rocks. My accuracy is leaving a little bit to be desired, but that's okay. Mainline arguably isn't open source as they refuse commits from people that have differing opinions outside the game. Yeah, I will admit that on occasion I have actually written code for crawl, but the only way I was able to get it into the game was by getting someone else to commit the code for me. Because if they had seen my name next to it, it would not have gotten in. Yeah. Which tells you exactly where their priorities are. Oh, this guy says things we don't like. Ooh. Ooh, he's a bad man. Hey, Pezzer. Thank you for the sub. I'm gonna APOC. Yeah, I'm gonna APAC. APAC. I'm gonna APOC. I revealed a great annihilating truth to my foes. 21 max HP goes away from that, which is annoying. I just didn't like the fact that there was a ghost moth here. That people in my chat say, and regardless of my own personal opinion, Twitch is run by people who will happily ban you for saying things like that, so please don't do that again. Thank you. Like, I complain a whole lot about censorship on this stream all the time, and it's not an accident that I do that. This is unfortunately the world that we're living in. You're not allowed to have an opinion that contradicts the gestalt, or, well, not even really the gestalt, really just like the people, what the people in power don't want you to say, so just, yeah, don't do that, please. Don't put my Twitch account at risk because you want to be funny. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Believe me, I do wish that people could have conversations in the year of our Lord 2021, but, you can't. You can't do that. Not on platforms controlled by people who don't want you to be able to have a conversation. And I'm not going to make any specific comments about that topic because, again, I'm not allowed. You know. This is a new guy. He has corrupt. He can. This is a new unique. So he can summon a whole bunch of abyss shit. 140 HP. He has cause fear. That's interesting. MR+++, so I could probably vuln him and para him, but that would put me at risk of being feared more. That cause fear has an absurd... God, that's outrageous. That has an absurd spell power to it. If it's able to do 24%, and I have 3 pips. I should have 4 pips. I wonder what happened. Oh, right. I got will minus, MR minus. Anyway, he hasn't seen me yet. I do want to kill him. Does he have our poise? I bet he does. He's immune to poison. Okay. Resistant to electricity and cold. Immune to torment, negative energy, and poison. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting tile. I don't think it doesn't fit with Kroll. He looks a little bit like Slimer to me, like a little bit silly, but can I vanquish him? I'm thinking about it. I mean, I don't really want to deal with abyss monsters. If I'm gonna kill him, I want it to be like a quick paralysis type deal. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shout. I wonder what all he can summon. It's gotta just be the stuff that corrupt pulls in, right? Is there a point to fighting him? Yeah, this is Spider 4, and so I don't want him wandering the floor while I go and try to get the rune. That is the point. But yeah, we could go run for the rune, you know, and just kind of ignore him, and maybe it'd be fine. His ability makes it pretty dangerous to have him wandering around, I imagine. Also, well, I mean, the experience is not really important to me, but I've dropped all my items over here, and I'd like to pick those up, and he's lurking around. Redback comes into view. Ignite Poison, Mephitic Cloud. Well, we can do the meme combo, except we probably won't. It's really... Okay, there he is. Okay, there he is. I wonder if... I wonder if Rue's ability can reflect the corruption and make it my corruption. I doubt it. That'd be kind of funny, though. I don't think that works with summons, so I can't imagine it would work with corrupt. Okay, he is fast. So we're going to try to walk away. There it is. There's the corrupt. So the floor changes. Where's the enemies? Did he not summon any enemies? Okay, he does might. He corrupts again. Ooh, is there nothing stopping him from just doing that a billion times? Is that the joke? Well, that's interesting. 6 chances to paralyze. If I do Vald... It probably goes to, what, like 20%? I don't really favor my chances. Don't have Holy Word, that'd make this easier. It's probably a Might Potion type situation. We could APOC. That's an option. I'm still drained, though, from my last use of APOC. I think we just... I wanted to gift you by way of direct money. Okay. Under Malin nickname there. Okay, the life and suffering of Sir Brand. Yeah, you mentioned that to me. Huh. Okay. I don't think Twitch would ban me for streaming that, but I guess I'd have to see what kind of content it was. It seems like all manner of horrible things are okay on Twitch, as long as you're a leftist. As best as I can tell. Maybe I'm like too scared of this guy that he's just summoning like skeletons and crap. We can probably just crush him, I mean. I don't know, I'll throw rocks and we'll just see if we can get some damage on him. Okay. Pull him up. What was... Wait a minute, what... Did I just see... Silent Spectre, he can pull... Okay, so he can pull straight up anything that would spawn in the Abyss, which is anything at all. That's terrifying that there was a Silent Spectre. We've done some good damage to him, though. Why don't I go ahead and Condenser Vein? We get Fire, which is exactly what I wanted. He's hitting himself because of Rue. He's not resistant to fire. I'm going to throw the rocks. Large rock, 2 exclamation points worth of damage, 1.1. He hits me, that's okay. Happy birthday, thank you, Jakara. He's almost dead. We could probably Power Leap to finish him. I'm going to throw a rock instead. He's dead. Yeah, I was going to say the fire has got to take him out. Was that a tomb tile? Okay, so he wasn't too hard. Interesting, unique. I don't hate that idea, by the way. That was like a decent idea for a unique. Oh no, I'm zerked. Oh no, I'm slow. That's okay. Yeah. I mean, well, watching... I've always thought it would be neat to have uniques that have access to abilities that you're used to having, you know, as a character, in particular god abilities. I thought it would be cool to have a character that has Rue abilities. Probably not APOC, because that would be a little outrageous, but Power Leap, draw out power, that kind of thing, you know. I'm just going to melee this guy. Alrighty. Rune number 2. What happened to the screen flash when you pick up a rune? I take that out? Was that too fun? Or were they afraid of giving somebody like a seizure? I guess I can understand that. Wow, another ghost moth. Yeah, we can plow right through him with you know, with See Invisible. Not bad. Still training throwing. I'm gonna go ahead and turn armor and dodging on. Up to 10. Okay, not bad. Rune number 2. Thought Rue would be the first they gave abilities to an enemy. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm gonna have to delete this VOD because of you, Bridgem. Hope you're happy. Anyway, where do we go? Let's go to dungeon. I mean, it sounds like an interesting story, Mazanaka. I think it would probably be okay on Twitch. I mean, as long as there's like not nudity, I think it's probably fine. But then again, I know there's people who have streamed like X-Pirates before, which is basically a porn mod for XCOM, and they've done that on Twitch. So I'll be honest with you, the rules behind these social media platforms, you look at their terms of service, you look at the rules as written, and they do not get enforced the way that they're written. You could replace all of that text with, if you say something that we find politically objectionable or that we don't like, we'll ban you. It's less a matter of, here is a consistent set of rules that you, the consumer, the client, or whatever you want to call the person, have to follow, because that would be cool. That would be, even if they were unfair, you could at least make a good faith effort to follow them, and if they were enforced evenly, then you might not like it, but at the very least you would know what to expect. But really it's more of a Kafka-esque kind of like torture chamber run by clowns with knives is like how I like to think of it. Like all of social media, there are no rules, so to speak, no consistent rules. You just kind of have to toe the party line. Well, that's what I'm saying. Clear rules means it's more difficult to get rid of people you don't like. And that is exactly how these people operate, you know. If you are in the good graces of the powers that be, you can apparently even do things like abuse your cat on camera and get away with it. We've seen that happen with certain people we will not name. Well, thank you, Mazanaka. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's goofy. It's goofy. It's a double standard, and at some point, it almost starts to feel trite to even say that there's a double standard. Like everybody knows there's a double standard, and then it just becomes about what do you do about it. And I've talked about this a lot on stream, where you're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. Because would I like to get off of platforms like Twitch? Absolutely, but it's a chicken and egg type of issue where, you know, the first mover advantage, the network effects means that if I were to go on to a smaller, actually free speech streaming platform, something really tiny like Bitwave, is that even still around? Like, yeah, I would be able to stream whatever I wanted and say whatever I wanted, but I would not have anybody watching it, you know what I mean? So it's like you cannot develop an audience in the first place without the blessing of the authoritarian freak show nerds on the West Coast giving you their express permission to have an opinion. And if they don't like it, then, like, sorry, we're going to have to shit can your account is basically what happens. It's really an unpleasant situation. I need to be careful in here, by the way, because I don't have enough magic resistance to be immune to all the issues in here like I normally would. What's funny is I would have that, but we sacrificed willpower. And by willpower, I mean magic resistance. Essence, as it was called in the sacrifice. Oh wait, we have new sacks. Well, we're not sacrificing words. That would be goofy as hell. I tell you, sacrifice words should be like worth three, maybe even 4 pips of piety. It's so stupid. No armor skill. No dodging skill. I'm rejecting. I want to sack love. Yeah. We don't need to sacrifice right now. We can wait. Sack religion. Good idea. Just go worship Gozag instead. That's a Yaktar captain? What is with this new artist guy making tiles that look like zombies? Does he not understand that color palette is typically used for things that are zombified in this game? I thought that was a Yaktar zombie at first. Huh. This is a great place for a condenser vein. We'll wait for the summon, and then we'll go ahead and do it. Baby. Hell yeah. Condenser vein is genuinely fun to play with. I will give credit where credit is due. That is a fun item. Still miss Wand of Clouds, but I miss Scattershot more. Condenser vein was a legitimate replacement for Wand of Clouds. I'm not sure which is, like, better. Condenser vein is probably more useful. I'm not really sure which one is mechanically more interesting. Probably the Wand of Clouds. but even so, it's a legitimate replacement. Most of these new monster tiles suck ass. I don't disagree. I do not disagree, sir. Gosh, I wish I had boomerangs. Should be able to tab through this stuff. And this is my big problem with training lots of throwing on a non-Oka character. It's just more, first of all, it's just more convenient to tab into things. Secondly, you just run out of ammo and you end up not wanting to use. You end up not wanting to use your large rocks, you know? And then you end up having spent all this training on throwing that you would rather put on your actual weapon skill. Wait, was that tremor stones? Did I just walk by tremor stones? Yeah. Okay, those are marked traps. We'll come back to that after we've cleared the floor. Yeah, Mr. Ostrom, you've been asking me to stream for days. And I know you're not American, so you have no excuse to not log in on Thanksgiving. Yeah, you are. Late. Throwing large rocks here. What is Thanksgiving? I know you know what Thanksgiving is. I know you're Russian, you're not that Russian. For real? It's an American holiday. Celebration of, you know, the beginning of America. You eat turkey. It's, you know, when the Pilgrims landed and supposedly were taught how to grow corn by the American Indians, supposedly. Anyway, why is Thanksgiving? Oh, we just get teleported? Did I auto-explore here? No, I just auto-explored here. Thanks taking? Well, you're supposed to say the things you're thankful for, is the idea. Okay, this is a great place to condenser vein. We got poison, which is not my favorite, but something to do with Christmas? We're like a full month away from Christmas. No, it has nothing to do with... I mean, well, Christmas is a Christian holiday, formerly pagan. Saturnalia. Thanksgiving is not religious at all. I should have thrown things here. Okay, more shit is coming than I would like. A lot more shit is coming than I would like. I'm gonna tremor stones here. I keep basically trying to get them in a line so that I can throw these rocks and make sure I'm gonna hit something, you know? Yeah, so Naughty Badger, the same thing kind of goes for you that I said to Gridgem, like, I'm on a platform where I might get punished for stuff that people in the chat say, so if you say shit that's gonna, like, offend the tender sensibilities of whatever leftist is running, you know, the moderation at Twitch these days, then I could have my channel banned for it, so... I'm quiet? Yeah, no, I did that on purpose. I turned down the microphone because I noticed that, no, I haven't gotten a warning yet. I'm trying to fucking avoid getting one. Do you understand? I'm trying to avoid being persecuted by the people who run these social media platforms. And while I realize this is a losing proposition in the long term, what you could do for me is, like, not make it easier for them. You understand? Give you the sword instead. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's quiet. Yeah, so like my, I noticed when I was looking at my, that when I was looking at my streaming software, my audio was going into the yellow and then also the red sometimes for, you know, the little volume control thing, the indicator. What that means is you'll end up with your microphone clipping and things like that. And I listened to a couple of my own videos and noticed that that was definitely happening. So I've turned my mic down to try to improve the audio quality in general, you know. Oh shit, I'd like a condenser van, but I don't have it. Why don't we do this? Okay. This is still pretty spooky. By the way, this guy can smite target me with a call down lightning for 60 damage, and I do not have Arlek. I think three tiles away they can't do it to you, so I fog, and maybe this solves the problem, I don't know. Really? Yeah, we're probably gonna have to APOC. Okay, we killed the deep troll. I'd rather not APOC actually, but yuck. Ah. God, this is obnoxious. At least we have heal wounds now. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna APOC. Okay, nothing but speed 10 monsters left, which means I can walk away. Well, speed 10 monsters with no range attacks. I can just tab this stuff one by one. This guy can paralyze me, but he's alone, so I don't care. Trolls always have the last word, based. Oh, wound up digging. More charges. Okie dokie. Okay. Let's go in the hallway. Got our drain off reasonably fast, so that's cool. Artifact armor I can't use. You know what? Let's kill the Yaktar. Ooh, lots of dire elephants. Okay, we got marked on account of not having enough magic resistance. Auto-explore into a mark, but the floor is basically empty, so we're probably okay. Just wander off to the west, you know. Wow, 20 throwing and we still haven't used up our manuals. That is interesting. Take it up to 22. Why not? I mean, we do have 24 large rocks, yeah. And we'll get more. Whoops. Hey, my water's empty. That's not good. I noticed my throat is getting scratchy. 27 throwing and using stones at this rate. I mean, we may end up doing that. I trust your website is as secure as it can be. I mean, I've done my best. Your payment information doesn't go to me, just for the record. In fact, it would be illegal for your payment information to go to me. It's a thing called PCI compliance. So here's what I don't understand is there are people out there who will run websites and just completely ignore the law, uh, and just basic common decency and security. Like, I heard that, that Ralph guy from the Ralph Retort, just fucking stored in plain text his users' payment information, like credit card information. And like I said, PCI compliance means that that's a no-no. You can't do that. It costs you lots and lots of money every year to be able to be allowed to do that. And so what you do if you don't want to deal with all that headache is you use a third-party payment, platform, which is another reason why financial deplatforming is such an issue. So, something like PayPal. That's, when you go on a website and you pay for something via something like PayPal or Stripe or there's others that aren't really coming to mind right now. That information never hits my servers or the website servers. It goes straight to PayPal or whoever. Hey, that's a strictly better invisibility site ring. Well, no, I hate PayPal. I'm just using it as an example. But the problem is that whether it's PayPal, whether it's Stripe, whether it's something else, all of these people are beholden to essentially the same demons. The credit card corporations who can walk up to your business and say, oh man, we don't like what you're doing. It'd be a real shame if something happened to your business. And then what they do is they just like send a little nastygram to whoever your payment processor is, yeah? And your payment processor is essentially told that they're going to go out of business if they keep providing services for you. So of course they drop you, and then you go to your next merchant account, and then they get the same nastygram eventually. And this is how they financially deplatform people. It's monstrous. It's totally monstrous. The fact that this is allowed is just completely insane. And I think lefties tend to celebrate when they see this shit happen, not understanding that these exact mechanisms can and probably will be used against them eventually, for whatever goofy ass issues they care about. But it's just, for now, it's, oh, well, people I don't like are being deplatformed and can't process payments, so that's good. Well, actually, maybe not, But people can't see more than 2 inches in front of their face, I guess. It's that future time orientation. I believe that the correct, oh man, poison gas versus guys that are immune to it, lame. I mean, what can I say? The justice system worked. I mean, I can't say anything else. I need APOC here. The war gargoyles are terrifying right now. We could have died there easily, so APOC was the correct move. But, I mean, like I was saying in my last stream, that particular situation was... It was like a metaphorical lynch mob performed by the media against that kid. I mean, I literally saw an article on independent.co.uk that claimed he shot 3 black men. That is not what happened. That is not remotely close to the truth. But they can just report things that are completely and utterly false, and there are no consequences for it. That shield makes me so uncomfortable. Like, I want to use it, but it's going to lower my SH by a lot. I have to use that, right? Well, it's misinformation for the express purpose of ruining somebody's life because they represent something the media doesn't like. He wasn't convicted, but in this case, the process is the punishment. They wanted to send a message that self-defense shouldn't be legal in their eyes. And so you had this kid who spent months in jail, by the way, partially due to bad counsel at first. Lynn Wood was basically trying to raise money off of him being in jail, and that's pretty monstrous in and of itself. But federal charges are, yeah, you've got sitting Congress people like that fat ass, what's his name? The guy whose pants for some reason, zip all the way past his belly button. Nadler was trying to say he should face federal charges, which, good luck, you know. No, that's not how America works. Even if you're wrongly convicted, you barely get money in America. It's like minimum wage, basically, if you're wrongly convicted, but you never get money for jail time before trial. But that's why I say the process is the punishment. That was the idea, was that even if he was found innocent, he still will never be able to live a normal life again. You know, there will be insane lefties hounding him for the rest of his natural life. He's still talking about how he's going to be a nurse one day, and it's just like, kid, you gotta, okay, good luck with that. They're not going to let him live a normal life. It's the unfortunate reality of the situation. The bullshit you keep seeing is people arguing that they shouldn't have shown up to that protest with weapons. Well, whether they like it or not, you are legally allowed to do it. You are legally allowed to open carry in the place where he was open carrying. So fucking sour grapes. His rights don't disappear just because you don't like how the law is written. And frankly, I personally believe the world would be a much safer place if everybody open carried. But, you know, imagine how much more polite everyone would be. He wasn't, they act like he was the only one there with weapons. I mean, people on both sides of the, of the situation had weapons. He was not the only one. And frankly, I tell you, I think he would be dead today if he wasn't armed. I think he would have, I think that my speculation is that Joseph Rosenbaum would have beat him to death in the street, knowing the kind of criminal that Joseph Rosenbaum was. I think that he was mad that Kyle was putting out the very dangerous dumpster fires that he was starting, and wasn't he rolling a dumpster into a gas station? That sounds pretty dangerous to me. And I think he was upset that Kyle was putting a stop to that hoodlum bullshit. And I think he would have, based on the fact that he was insane enough to chase down and assault an armed person, if Kyle had not been armed, my personal opinion is that Rosenbaum would have thrown him to the pavement and beaten him to death. That's what I think would have happened. So, I guess he's lucky. That's my take on it. He's lucky that he got out with his life. And I think that the people saying he shouldn't have brought a weapon or that he shouldn't have been there at all, I mean, what's funny is there's all this footage of him like cleaning up graffiti and helping people who are injured and in general just like being a good Samaritan. And they're like, oh, he shouldn't have been there. Like, okay, yeah, but the people that are like burning down the city, it's cool for them to be there. Is that how it works? Is that what's up? I mean, carry laws should be a straightforward issue is the thing. That's why I'm fully in support of what's happening now, where we may in fact see open carry becoming legal in all states. Depending on what the Supreme Court does. I don't think that will happen because I think that the Supreme Court is co-opted, but maybe. Yeah, the majority of gun-related violence in the U.S. Is either accidental or suicide, which, I mean, if someone is going to commit suicide, there's other ways to do it, which is sad and unfortunate, but if you want to reduce those statistics, the way is not to ban guns. It's to make your society less of a horror show to live in, They had a cause, Malcolm. They had to be there. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I call it constitutional carry. That's what the NRA calls it, because, that's what it is. You have a couple weird states like California and New York that have essentially, stopped respecting the Constitution in that area, But by the law of the land, what should be happening is you should be allowed to carry a firearm wherever, as long as you're not threatening anybody, Anyway, sorry, I'm trying to think about what sack I want to take. All these sacks are dog shit. Did this game really just offer me sacrifice words twice in a row? Dude, I'm not taking skill sack. We're holding out for something tiny. This shit's dumb. Did they take out all the tiny sacrifices? Is that the joke? Like the stat ones? Give me sack love again. I'm just gonna reject. Well, that's the thing. The thing about that, Wesley, is like I'm convinced that lefties just hate guns, period, and lefties are always looking for a cause of any sort, and they're always looking for a magical panacea, a cure for whatever the problems of society are. Whether it makes sense or not doesn't really matter that much. It's just like, we're doing something, we're changing for the sake of change, and oh my god, things are getting better. Unfortunately, generally, when the government gets involved and tries to change something or ban something, generally it just makes problems worse, 9 times out of 10. But lefties don't understand that, because once they have their little social victory or whatever, they move on and they never think about it again. Right, exactly, Green Exit Slam. So, am I lagging? Uh-oh, I think we're lagging. We're okay. Oh yeah, the drug war made the drug problem a lot worse. I tell you, you want to solve the drug problem, close the goddamn border. Where do you think it's coming from? You know, who do you think is manufacturing the drugs? You know. Anyway. What, Mr. Alstrom? No, no, that's not what I meant. I don't know what that means. You gotta calm down, dude. Anyway, we cannot be slowed by the Lich because we're wearing the less bonus, the shield was smaller shield bonus, but it has MR plus on it, which is good. We are looking at a little bit of damage, I guess, from Bolt of Cold. No, we have RC+++, actually. We're good to go. It's Condenser Vein. You know what? I'm actually going to immolate and just clear all this crap out. Ice and fire. Any curare needles? Wouldn't that be cool? Actually, yeah. Apparently there are. Did you spot that earlier? I didn't see that. Thank you for letting me know. I would have noticed at the end of the floor when I did the Control F dot, but which is what I do after every floor, but I didn't see it as I was exploring. Well, that's the thing, is the modern left wants to shut down any kind of discussion, as evidenced by the fact that whenever anybody says any kind of thing that they don't like, it's like any kind of conversation about this on a platform like Twitch is a minefield. It is a metaphorical minefield where if you step in the wrong direction, you get blown up, which, you know, obviously is a metaphor for your account getting banned. Which is why I have to be real careful, not just about what I say, but what I allow you guys to say, which, believe me, is like alien and horrible, and it's just not natural to me. I don't want to do that. Let's take dexterity, by the way. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to do that. I think it's fucking bullshit. I don't think that I should be blamed for things that other people are saying. Obviously, that makes sense. But you gotta understand that the reason these people set up these rules, well, quote-unquote rules, set up these systems, is for the sake of controlling narratives and of getting rid of people they don't like. It's not about fairness. It's not even about consistency, because like I was saying earlier, something that is unfair but consistent can at least be navigated around. It's 100% about just silencing people and of making it so you can't say shit that upsets them, that they disagree with. And when you do that, you have completely shut down any conversation. Conversation becomes impossible, which is exactly what they want. They want the only people who can speak to be the ones who are saying the opinions that they like. And so these conversations are just really fucking hard. It's just really, really hard. to have on this platform. Which is unpleasant, you know. Well, that's the thing, Big Malone. That's a great point. You know, Berkeley, the college campus, was the heart of what was called the free speech movement. But what I've come to understand is that these lefties supported free speech solely so that they could get their ideas into the mainstream. And now that they are the most powerful group that control all of the big companies, and in particular social media companies, you know, now that they have the power to silence people they don't like, fuck free speech. Go to Berkeley today and see what they think about free speech. There are protests in favor of abolishing the First Amendment on the Berkeley campus today. That wasn't so long ago that it was that the free speech movement was happening there. There are people that are still alive, you know, plenty of them, that experienced it. So what happened, you know? The country and all of its institutions got co-opted by people who do not give a shit. Not one single solitary shit about the values that made America great in the first place. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's what do they call it? Is that generational warfare or whatever? When you have such control of the culture, yeah, absolutely, it goes beyond America's borders. I don't hate this tile. I don't think it looks very much like a stone giant. They kept the old stone giant tile, but then they made a unique stone giant zombie tile. Huh. I feel like this works better as like a bloated husk or something. It's not a bad tile, I just don't like it as stone giant, that's all. That's not bad though. Maybe like a golem of some sort. Shit rolls downhill, yeah. Free speech in the UK? Are you fucking joking? The UK doesn't have anything close to free speech. Try to decry like, wait, am I using that word right? Do I need to, uh-oh. Hold on. I don't want to depreciate. Yeah, okay, good. The worst feeling in the world is using a word and then realizing that maybe you used it wrong. Like, oh no, do I sound stupid? But no, try to decry any of the like leftist sacred cows and see how quickly you get a visit from the police in the UK. You know, I know that people who have criticized Islam, for instance, have gotten a little visit from the UK secret police. You know, hey, we saw your posts on social media. Hey, we saw your posts on social media, bro. Could you talk to us about your posts on social media? Hey, we heard you didn't like the lockdowns. Do you want to talk about that? Because that's dangerous. Whoa, shit. Whoa, shit. Man, fuck, dude. 2 exclamation points, long sword. Bolt of acid? Alright, I see what's happening here. Hey, Quick, what's up, man? Yeah, I used to have, like, a really weird sleep schedule, and, you know, it was easy for European people to catch me, but nowadays not so much. I was, by the way, you seeing a theme here? Every time I rant about politics, every time I rant about politics, man, what the hell's happening? I'm losing my mouse here. Okay, this is really annoying. My KVM has broken, and now my mouse is not. Ah! Time to switch to a new server. We're not in like a deadly situation. I can get out of this. I just need my mouse to start working again. Bro, this is ridiculous. I think my KVM just died. Hold on. Sorry about the delay. I can literally do nothing until I fix this. Okay, we're gonna move the... Okay. We're gonna pull this out. This back in. this out. It's my Switch that lets me change my mouse from one computer to the other. Oh, and my keyboard, actually. Why is this happening? NSA team sabotaged. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull this out. We're gonna get rid of the Switch entirely. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the Switch entirely. We're gonna pull these over. Nintendo Switch. No. Okay. Oh my god, this is fucking terrible. Just to salvage this. This goes plugged into the computer itself. Are we good? Is anything happening? I see my mouse is lit up. Oh, okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Oh, my microphone. You guys probably can't hear me. I've got to deal with this, like, rat's nest here of cables. Yeah, one more second. You can hear me? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pull the mouse out, because, like, what I've done is I've created, like a maze of cables, restringing these things. Hey, you guys want to get me a Christmas present? I need those little things that keep your cables tidy. Those little, God, I probably have some, and I'm just not using them. What a hack fraud I am. Fake streamer. What the fuck? I'm playing the game where you turn a USB like 6 times and it doesn't work, but then it magically works. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're kind of good. Are we good? We're good. Okay, let's not die. The power of this Tengu Reaver was enough to... was enough to disconnect all my shits. Yeah, so there is no hate speech exemption in America. That is some bullshit that lefties made up to have an excuse to silence anybody that they don't like. And it sounds, the thing is, it's a pernicious idea because it sounds reasonable at its face, like, oh, okay, this is bad, you know, like this could lead to violence, blah blah blah. But the problem is that unless you... Here's the thing, speech restrictions should be as narrow as possible. If you are literally saying, you know, that you're going to perform an act of violence, if you're threatening to perform an act of violence directly, sure, put that person in jail, whatever, that's fine. But when you start getting into the world of, oh, well, this might cause a problem. Oh, well, this might inspire someone to cause, this might cause an issue, possibly, maybe. He's not telling anybody to do something, but, you know, he's spreading ideas that could cause violence. It becomes so absurd, and this is how they trick you. It's just really obnoxious, because you could say that about anything. You could say that about veganism. Oh, well, someone might get so upset about these poor chickens that they go perform an act of violence. Like, that would be bad, so let's ban any support of veganism, which obviously sounds silly as hell. But the reality is that there are people who do violent or criminal acts in the pursuit of environmentalism or veganism or anything like that. You know, like those people who will go into chicken farming factory type things. And yeah, PETA, well, I don't know if PETA does this, but they'll like handcuff themselves to the machinery and shit. I watched some dude almost get his arm chopped off because he foolishly handcuffed himself to like a moving piece of machinery, which, yeah, don't do that. Veganism is hurting people purely through persuasion. It's tricking them into hurting themselves, that's for sure. Hi, Doesn't He? What's up, my friend? We're in a bad situation, but it's not as bad as it could be. I just was ranting about politics and this guy ad blasted me. Corrosive bolt. So technically he can one-shot me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should just blink all the way down. That's what we have to do. Well, hold on, actually. can't see me there. Yeah, I have to use a blink, unfortunately. If I just keep walking. Wait, is he swift? Fuck me, I forgot he was swift. 66 damage with lightning bolt. That's okay, he can't kill me. Okay, we're good. Fuck Tengu! Yeah, Tengu are not a joke when you're lacking certain crucial resistances. We're down to 1 blink. It's okay. It's okay. Because now we're going to handle this guy the way we should have in the first place with Curare. Okay, he wants to be a real dickhead and not get paralyzed. That's okay. Well, poisoned, actually. What the fuck? 56% chance to hit. There we go, finally. Good lord. Should have just tried to paralyze him at that rate. Single Reaver, my friends. What a... Uh-oh. I gotta be super careful, actually, about this fella, because he can, Let's pull him up. Let's... Vuln. Let's para. 26. Son of a bitch, I'm gonna have to use Telly. Okay, I'm gonna use my other Telly because I'm not gonna risk. I didn't think we would get the para. So we just burned two Telly, but that's okay because we've secured the Sojobo kill. He could have caused me some very serious issues. Yeah, I know he's repel missiles, that's why I was meleeing him and killing with Paralyze. Actually, you know what? We're gonna turn off throwing entirely. We've used up our manuals. Well, 1 in 4 chance, you know, we had to try it twice, so technically I should have had to do it 4 times if you're looking at the math, but that's I don't think that's that lucky. He's slow, cool. I am running out of resources. I have a blink for Telly, but I still have 2 haste. I still have 11 curing, 2 heal wounds, 9 ambrosia. My best resources are getting a little bit sparse. I don't have fear, which is upsetting. I still have 12 identify. Those fucking assholes. Oh, let's just make identify only for consumables. Like, just remove identify entirely at that point. Just streamline the game into oblivion. Better not be saying anything illegal over there. My Russian's not good enough. I could read those letters, but I don't know what any of the words mean. Well, actually, no, I see ETA. I know what that means. Have you heard of the High Elves? Well, that's a tale that the Jedi might not tell you. Okay, what do I want to do here? You know what's funny is I didn't really think about my pathing that much. I just kind of went into vaults. I was distracted, and I was just like, oh, where can I go? I'll just go to vaults. But I didn't, Well, enjoy it or not, Wesley, it played a pretty important role, I think, in the game. In particular, when cursed items existed, it created really interesting sort of cost-benefit analyses that you had to do. I could totally get behind somebody saying it's not fun or they didn't enjoy it, but to just remove it and not replace it with anything, I don't know, man. This is potentially an issue. I'll just, you know what? I'll just save the APOC And we'll try to melee him, and if he starts doing any shenanigans to me, we'll... Do I have another out? I really don't want to APOC here. Son of a bitch. I could power leap him, but like my power leaps have been so feeble due to not having full piety or high levels that I don't even know if I believe. How much HP? 63, so probably more like 40 something, maybe even 50. I don't have an out if it doesn't work. I have a blink, but I'm not using that. I'm just gonna APOC. Fuck him. My language is so bad today, guys. I'm gonna have to put a penny in the jar. Whoops, I don't want poison resistance. I want Synv. Yeah, they just hate Russian. God, it wouldn't even surprise me at this point. Well, I mean, in old times, you had things like dueling, you know? And fair fights. The idea of a fair fight. Like, if you died in a fair fight, back in olden times, it's just like, shouldn't have the fight. You know? Bring back dueling law. I mean, I'd be cool with that. I'd be cool with dueling becoming legal again. But the problem is that dueling is a very silly concept when you don't have a whole society that shames you if you... I mean, the whole idea, from what I understand, was that, you know, you do something that insults a guy, his honor is, you know, in question, so he challenges you to a duel, and you could say no, but then you're branded as a coward. So the idea is that, or was that, you want to be more polite because you don't want to end up in a situation like that, you know? You don't want to be known as a pussy, exactly. So, you know, in general, you didn't start problems. Now, of course, if you just have a dickhead who's very good at dueling, then you end up with a situation, you know? Like, if you have a guy who's behaving badly, objectively, and happens to be the best duelist, right, if you're like a brash asshole who can fight, you know. That was an actual problem. There were a couple of guys who ran around just like dueling anybody and everybody that they could. Probably a psychopath, I assume, who just wanted to kill people. Oh yeah, I remember that. The guy who was arguing with philosophers, but like he was taking both sides of the issue because he just wanted to have more duels. It's ridiculous. History is weird sometimes. Let's take unarmed combat to 20. Listen, stop it. Don't do that. The best duelists who are dickheads. There were proxies allowed, fighting on behalf of the wronged. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, let's pull over here. It's not bad. What do we got? So Star Corrode. What a shame. That's a cool ring. We don't need it. We don't need the resist that it gives, but even if we did, I probably wouldn't want to wear it because of the corrode. Yeah, Stormworm, that was a thing that did happen sometimes, but if you're talking about like a gun duel, then obviously even if you want to stop the duel, getting shot is not a good thing, particularly without modern medicine. So we've rejected sacrifices twice now. It may be a while until we see our third. It's time to duel. Well, yes. I do think that... God, it's just like the worst people have control of everything. Because you know, what's funny is you can say anything to anyone, no matter how horrible, as long as you are being a leftist while doing it. I mean, you should just look on Twitter and see some of the shit people said about Kyle Rittenhouse. Just totally monstrous stuff. And this was after he was found innocent. But that's all cool. If you were saying it about somebody that leftists liked, then you would get banned. You know? So I think this problem you're describing goes into the virtual world and back into the real world, and it's just the world we're living in. It's been co-opted and controlled by the worst human beings you could possibly imagine. Why don't we just condense our vein here? Too bad we got fire, which these guys are immune to. Oh, whatever. I would make the argument that those defense attorneys actually proved innocence beyond a reasonable doubt, which is not something you have to do. But that was an open and shut case, if you ask me. I mean, I tell you, like, he had a guy was pointing a pistol at his face. Okay? What was he supposed to do? What was he supposed to do? Honestly. A guy had a gun in Kyle's face, a couple of inches away. Well, that's what they... And you know what, doesn't he? They would have celebrated that. They would have celebrated if that had happened. And that's why you just have to accept that these people are monsters. There's no talking to them. There's no middle ground that can be gained from the kind of people who you might argue with about this stuff. And in fact, it's just a dangerous proposition, because if they find out that you have opinions they don't like, half of them will do shit like try to get you fired from your job or banned from social media at a minimum. You know? This is V4. You know, doesn't he? I'm glad you said that. I did notice, but I was like, oh, let's just go to V5. Yeah, no, we don't want to go to V5 yet. We could go down. We could go down an APOC for fun. Hee hee. Well, the SUV thing is just going to get memory hold, because the criminal who murdered all those people and injured all those children, and one of the people who was murdered was also a child. You know, this is a way worse terrorist attack than anything that these people try to say that quote-unquote white supremacists supposedly do. It's quite literally 6 or maybe 50 times worse than Charlottesville, which they tried to make a big deal out of. I don't know, like 1 person dead versus 6, gee, which is worse. But the media will completely ignore this, and they will do their best to make it just disappear. They're even talking about offering that guy a fucking plea deal. Are you kidding me? Why did Sam hide? No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know. It is enraging, and the thing is, it's just like an event like that does have the ability to wake people up to some degree, where they say, oh wow, maybe the media is lying to us about what the biggest dangers in society are. You know, maybe like, gee, maybe there's like a problem here that's not what the media is saying it is. I don't know. Probably to avoid the death penalty, doesn't he? I'm not sure about the law in, I don't know if it's Wisconsin, right? I don't know if Wisconsin has a death penalty. Yeah, Mazanaka. I have a BitChute account, which is not a streaming platform. I do not have a backup. Well, my backup streaming platform would be YouTube for now, which obviously is not good. But after that, I don't know what I would do. I guess I would go to Bitwave or something. But I mean, look, I'm always very careful about what I say on this platform. If they want to ban me over it, it's like I say, the rules don't matter. They'll just do it. Somebody with a stick up their ass will say, I don't like this guy because he sounds like he's a little bit too right-wing. Let's just ban him. Doesn't matter why. They don't have to tell you why. In fact, they can do it for no reason at all. So, sub to my YouTube. All right, cool. Sorry, I'm just sitting here, by the way. I'm trying to think about what it is that I want to do. I should probably stop the stream soon. I need to get on the road. But we probably have time for one more. We have time for one more rune. Well, that's the thing, Starcatcher, is I'm sure it's getting reported by mentally deranged stalkers who I know for a fact are trying to get my shit shut down, because I keep getting sent screenshots of them plotting to do it. I don't, objectively, I don't break their terms of service, is the thing. So what would have to happen is the right person with enough power at Twitch to just bypass that would have to have access to the ban button and see my stream. I'd have to get the attention of somebody. But I promise you, I will get banned from this platform eventually. It doesn't matter that I'm following their toss. A rogue moderator. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Pretty much. Got banned for doing morally right things. Traveling vids. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens, man. That is 100%. That's what happens. All right, so what do we want to do? Where do we want to go? Let's look at our resistances. We have enough MR to be totally immune to problems in slime. So that's probably where we should have been. Oh yeah, Wesley got banned from the roguelikes Discord simply for being aware of my existence and not hating me. It's silent rule. I guess if you share my videos over there, it's like a secret crime or something. Let me check something. Great orb. Okay, we're good. But do we have our core? There is a ring available. Okay, what if I take what if I take this guy off? Take off Ring of MR. 1% chance of paralyzed. No good. Golden Eye. 1% chance of confuse. Okay, so bad idea. You posted my stream and it got deleted. It's ridiculous. It's a roguelikes Discord and these are roguelikes videos. Whatever. Don't forget to save the VODs. Oh, I record these on my machine. I'll probably delete this VOD because there's been too much spicy conversation. You posted your link when you were hosting me. Oh. No, you shouldn't go in there and they'll say you're harassing them or raiding or something. You should not do that. Like, I don't endorse that. Don't do that. But with that said, it's a stupid, just totalitarian kind of thing to do, to try to unperson someone like that. Got banned for some time ago for a harmless joke. Was it something they said on stream or something that one of their viewers said? Because if you say something that contradicts the insane worldview of modern leftism, you will get banned very, very quickly. You can't do that, which is why I'm very careful not to do that. Okay, I just remembered that this lady is here. She can do nothing to me if I do this. No, that's not the case, Gridgem. So I go into a tree so she can't teleport me, yeah? Ayo, that's right. So it says you feel a strange sense of stasis as she tries to teleport me. Nope. So we've actually already had stat form. It's not to say we're going to use it, but we could. I'll memorize it, why not? Well, I'm probably going to have to edit the video, to be honest, because even for YouTube, there was like one thing that was said that probably shouldn't be there, but... It's even funnier because this joke was spoken by NPC in game. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I guess I don't want you to say what the joke was. Maybe you could DM it to me on Discord or on Twitch, but that's ridiculous. It's a game. How can he control for that? I hate these fucking people so much. Oh my god. Outrageous. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. I guess we could just do slime with no R core. I could go do elf. Elf is a little bit stupid. I think those new book monsters are in there. Shining Eye immediately. Okay. Okay, we have 1 potion of resistance, so we will see. We will see if this is sufficient. How do we want to kill the Shining Eye? 94% chance to hit with the large rock. We probably just throw and hope for the best. I wish we had some silver. Silver would be cool. I could curare him. That's an option. Yeah, rock is probably the answer, because we could one-shot him. I just thought maybe... Nah, we'll do it. Lightly wounded. Okay. Rue is coming through for me. Got him. That's annoying. Hits the Eye of Devastation, doesn't actually kill him or even do much damage. Killed him, okay. This fella can throw me right off of my staircase. But I can APOC if that happens. Do you have... You have not so great MR. We could probably paralyze. By the way, we should train evokes up to 10. I'm just gonna throw. Oh, look at that! Yeah, baby! One shot the rock slime. Only 60 HP, not so bad. Rock is the answer. Rock is love. Rock is life. Oh, we missed the acid blob. The acid blobs are the big deal here, but I can do cool little tricks because I still have a couple of javelins. Got him. Let's get some HP back. Yeah, slime has become a lot more dangerous, which is funny because slime was already pretty dangerous. But what are you gonna do? But to be honest with you, you know, you always wanted to do basically the same things that modern slime wants you to do, which is like you wanted to be on staircases usually. You would do elf first. Probably, I don't have RLEC, or wait, I do have R negative. I was gonna say I don't have R negative, but I do. I don't have RLEC, which I do prefer to have for elf, but I haven't seen the new hells yet now. I might do 15 runes this game just to see. You're probably right that elf is better to do. I know I can do either. I'm Gnatic an Oblin. I'm Gnatic an elf. I'm a gnome, and you've been gnomed. Yeah, I know, Gridgem. Why do I not want to do elf? There's some reason. Sometimes I do things in DCSS. I make decisions without actually knowing why I've made them, but there's usually some thought behind it that like the back of my brain is processing, but I'm not. There's a good reason. I don't want to do elf because I don't have outs. That's what it is. I have 1 scroll of blinking. I have no silence. I only have 4 telly, which is not that much. Silence would be good. I guess I have tremor stones, but those aren't very reliable. I don't have file, so I can't silence them that way. Just in general, even if I made a kill hole, we would have a really rough time in the end vault, potentially. And if I were to get like teleported in elf, that'd be pretty bad. That's true. APOC is an out, but you get 1. You get it to do it once. And so if you're relying on APOC to get you out of a bad situation in like an end vault, it's a real bad idea because, you just lured the rest of the floor to you. Would you mind, would you mind Goblin D's nuts? Green eggs and slam? I mean, Mr. Alstrom? Oh, you're the one who said mind goblins. A file would be good. File would be useful. But yeah, we'll just keep doing this. Maybe we can get Rue to let us do our little sacrifice, yeah? I keep expecting gold to pop out of the slimes because I played too much Gozag. Yeah, I've read a little bit about Neo Hells, and it sounds like it's really badly designed. But we can see it. We can take a look. I bet you we can do it. We can make this into a 15 runer. I would rather not do it on a Rue character. We may have to spend a good amount of time farming Abyss. Uh-oh. Well, that was a fuck up. I took a step there. I should not have taken a step there. It's okay. We'll just throw rocks. Damn it. Alright, that's cool. It's just -2. But we have low decks, you know. That's my fault. That is my fault for taking a step, moving too fast. And nowadays, potions of mutation are the worst thing ever, you know? Well, we just got, yeah, Stormworm, we just got mutated by one. But potions of mutations essentially are guaranteed to give you a bad... I think they're more or less guaranteed to, you'll end up with more bad mutations than good ones. Nowadays. Or something like it won't remove as many mutations or something like that. Okay, so we just took a step and immediately, like, that one's not my fault. Immediately got a pretty bad mutation. Yeah, you feel a hidden malignance growing inside you. Oh yeah, cool. I know what that is. That's a new mutation. It's reverse evolve. It just always gives me bad mutations, I think. That's really cool. It's really cool and awesome. Yeah, I'm dying of ligma. Fuck you. This game. They really... Yeah, the mutation system... I didn't think they were actually able to make the mutation system worse than it already was, but they sure did. If I get teleportitis, we're going to have to start drinking mutation. It's okay, we'll switch to Zen. So we're just, you know, just abusing the staircase. It's cool. Everything's cool. Got him. I would have maybe had to use resources there. This is slime 5, by the way. We have Mo, and we have APOC. So, you know, I see a way to kill TRJ here pretty easily. I'm going to be real happy to get the resources out of this place. Hopefully there's a lot of consumables. Yeah, there's no hunger anymore. How about that? It's pretty cool, right? Did I start clearing mutations? Nope. Cyrano, very good. Thank you for the sub, man. I'm also thankful for DCSS forks.
Today, I am thankful for DCSS forks.
Yeah, food's a thing of the past, which ruined a whole lot of things in the game. Okay, I'm okay with meleeing Mr. Azure Jelly because I have 3 pips of cold resist. I'm pretty sad about losing that AC, by the way. What fork do I play? B-Crawl. B-Crawl, I think, is the closest thing to a successor to DCSS. I'm not going to make it. Up I go. I don't have our cores, so... That's another thing. We get like one shot, one opportunity to seize everything we ever wanted, because we only have one potion of resist. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, getting shafted and... God, did they up the rate of shafts or something? Good thing I have rocks. Just cleared out some very dangerous enemies. Today I will throw rocks. Hey, whatever works. Whatever. Okay, so we're going to use the strategy that I don't prefer for killing TRJ. Which is taking him out in the open. And, trying to immolate him, basically. But with APOC, it shouldn't be so bad. Just need to get things started, so to speak. Let's take a look at the loot pile. Just kidding. There's tons of shit coming. We also have root auras that might help us out during the fight. God, I wish we hadn't had to use that teleport. Oh, there it is. You feel less energetic. I'm okay with that mutation. Okay, we may have to swap to Jivia. Should I swap to Jivia, you guys? And just live with my room mutation? Start cleansing? Nah, it's not time yet. If somebody bribes me, I probably will switch to Jivia. This is your only chance. It's not optimal, just for the record. I don't see many resources here. What a shame. I see a manual of slings. Who gives a shit about that? I do see box of beasts. That's pretty good. There's a ring. Could be useful. Amulet. We already have a good one. Brilliance potion. Fire starter. What the hell's the only real choice is Zen? Yeah, but Jivia would let me remove mutations. For 500 bits, I will switch to Jivia just for fun, and just have to live with these mutations for the rest of my life. These Rue mutations. You better decide fast though, because as soon as Jivia's dead, or as soon as the royal jelly's dead, Jivia's dead. Pull this guy up. Go back down. You're next to me, which I don't like, but that's okay. We throw rocks. Take the rocks. Back up. I've got to run the situation perfectly, because if I don't, this fight goes badly very quickly. There's Telly. That's one way to conserve resources. There he is. Okay, this is about as perfect as it's going to be. We've got our alt in the form of the Telly. Okay, let me plan this out. We're going to haste. 2 haste. I may be able to get away with not using resistance, actually. And in fact, I may not want to just to save the turn. I'd really prefer not to do Torment, but I could. I was going to throw rocks at him. But yeah, torment's an option. That's the traditional way. Oh my god, I started stuttering for a second there. Uh-oh. That's the traditional way to kill him, is it's torment MO. Oh no, we're not going tree form. No way. That's terrifying. That's like that eliminates my options for getting away. Although yeah, you could do that to be immune to the torment. I mean, I suppose I could cancel and then go into the telly, but no, I think do the haste. Okay. What are my chances of hitting with rock? 86. Scared of torment. Cancel it. Yeah, it's two torment. It's two torments and then MO, and then but you need some way to kill to start the thing. But I think I can get away with just throwing large rocks, spawning a couple of them, MOing, and then you know, APOC. So yeah, so there's 3 exclamation points. There's a ton of guys. And then again. Oh, this is fine. This'll do it. Oh, he's dead. He's so dead. I've revealed the horrible truth. Okay, so the only resource we used was haste, which is a very good resource, which I would have preferred not to use, but and MO. I barely count MO as a resource, even though it is really, really good, because this is the main place you would want to use it in. It's a boss. Right, exactly. Okay, what do we got? Just going to auto-explore. Okay, we got a Ligma. Don't care about that. We got a box of beasts. That's actually pretty useful. Brilliance. Rune. Ring of Strength. Not using that. Enchant armor. Okay. Put that on the Fire Dragon scale. Fire starter. Amulet of Lady Luck. Nope. Oh, okay, we got our haste potion back. Gotta radiate. If we ever go casting, then that'll be handy. Grand weapon goes away. By the way, no more Jivia. Jivia is dead. The Ring of Mistrust. I see now why I shouldn't trust it, because it has MR minus on it. But otherwise, it's a very good ring. It has 2 things that I didn't have. You died on your TrCa? That's no good. Huh. What a curious ring. I wish I could wear it. Maybe we'll... You know, maybe we'll find... Maybe we'll find 4 wins. Rampage is the thing where you double move. It's the staircase. It's the staircase skipper. Well, slime could have been worse. We could have seen the paralysis eyeballs, which we didn't. Not bad. Alrighty, I think this is a great place to stop. We got our 3rd rune, so if we wanted to, we could go to Zot, which we probably won't. Probably won't. We'll probably do Elf next. Well, you see, I have a holiday to celebrate. So, we'll go back to dungeon. And I'm going to go enjoy a massive Polish dinner, because I am half a Polak, and therefore get to enjoy things like pierogi at holiday dinners. I don't know if my mom is making pierogi this year. I hope she is. Maybe some nice kluski. In any event, I'm sure it will be very good, and I hope you guys are having a good Thanksgiving dinner as well. If you're not American, I hope you go pick up a turkey sandwich or something, just for fun, so you can enjoy having the same amounts of freedom for a day. All right, I'm being waved to by the female that lives in my house, so you have to say something to them. You have to so they don't think that you're like a tulpa.
Hello.
Yeah.
Happy
See?
Thanksgiving.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I know. We gotta go. All right. Well, I have got to get going. Cyrano, I'm also happy about streaming more. Hopefully, I can stick with it. Give me all the bits, and I'll stream every day. If I got at least 2 subs a day, I think I would actually stream every single day. What voice changer do you use? It's the Femalinator 9000. All right. Anyway, I'll be in touch. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully, we will do this again either tomorrow or the day after. Until then, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.